Hi, I'm Iļja. I'm today representing SEB, and SEB actually is the bank, right? We are quite not a small bank in this territory. So we have approximately 15,000 people, our employees who are working together in order to deliver the world-class service to our customers. And we have approximately 4.4 million customers across the globe. And we have quite a number of initiatives in order to actually help our customers to achieve the results better. And today I would like to talk a bit more about the AI or machine learning actually items. So what exactly we are doing in the SEB and how it helps us. So we have quite a number of activities there. So let's start with quite a simple one, the robotics or automation of the processes. So currently we are having 68 robots working for SEB. And they are working in the various of departments in our bank, starting from the operations and ending in QIC, or basically the Know Your Customer unit, where we have to do a lot of actions which can be automatized. And currently we see that approximately 47 people is the equivalent of what our robots are doing. So otherwise we'll have to employ these people instead. Then one more technology, and I think it's kind of more interesting, this is the feedback sentiment analysis. What it means, it actually means that we're receiving constantly feedback from our customers, right? And feedback is a gift. So, and what you do with that, it's up to you. We get feedback from the calls, we get feedback from the NPS surveys, etc., etc. And in a year, I think we have approximately 1 million calls. So imagine what kind of the information volume, what you can work with. Feedback sentiment analysis gives us opportunity actually to put all of the calls into some sort of the segmented items, so we actually understand what the customers are talking with us about, right? So is it about cards? Is it about payments? What about the authentication solutions? What do they like? What do they don't like? Because otherwise, it's kind of hard to get this feedback through the different source. But if you have it in a very condensed matter, it actually helps us a lot. Identification. So modern banks do the remote onboarding of the customers, right? And COVID actually helped us a lot, and technology as well. So we are using biometrical identification in Latvia and Lithuania in order to onboard our new customers. So we are using biometrics in the sense that we are checking the face of the person who is in front of the camera, and also the information from the biometrics on his document, right? So we compare it. We are using external partner for that because identification, and especially biometrical identification, is a huge technology, and most probably it's not smart to do everything by yourself. Most probably it's wise still to find some sort of the solutions where you can go abroad and buy them for us. Picture labeling is a solution where our customers are sending quite a number of documents for us. In case of pictures, it mostly comes together with the mortgage processes and also information about the property, right? So what state it is, what have they done the renovation or not, etc., etc. So this solution actually creates a normal algorithm which sends the information to a proper person who then later can work with that. Credit scoring, transaction monitoring. Obviously, these are also the processes where online you have to have a smart information in order to take the correct decision. We have also tried to use AI in the mortgage pricing processes, but actually here we miserably failed. So it didn't work good for us. But there is one area or solution, I'd say, that which actually exceeded all of our expectations, right? And for us, it is virtual advisor. So somebody says that it's a chatbot, but I argue very much it's not chatbot, it's a virtual advisor. And the difference is quite huge, right? The chatbot is the solution where you usually have some sort of the buttons, and then you click, and then you get to the answer. Virtual advisor, this is, in this case, conversational AI. What it gives to you, it basically is a solution where you can type the information. In later stage, you can actually use also your voice. And then from this information, we understand what is the question or the topic about from the customer. We have launched this solution in October 2019 in 3 countries. Now it speaks 5 languages, so 3 Baltic languages, English and Russian. It's also populated on the Facebook page and obviously on our web page. And we are also planning actually to put or to introduce our virtual advisor also to our internet bank and mobile app, but this will come in the upcoming years. the solution can recognize basically what is the intent, or basically what is the message what customer wants to bring to us, right? And in this case, we are having more than actually 800 intents in total. What intent actually means? That let's take an example. So I can open the SEB webpage, and I can put that I've lost my card. So the conversational AI in this case will give you instantly the answer, what exactly you should do, right? So it understands that in case if the customer have lost his card, he needs to block it. And then, of course, obviously, he needs to replace it. And then all of the actions are stated quite obviously for the customers. In order to train the solution, we obviously use people. And before it was said that the digital literacy is very important, and also how we understand the technology is very important. So we also understood it when we have started to train the solution. And it's quite obvious that the people who actually are chatbot trainers are also coming from the contact center, who actually previously have just answered the same question using the telephony. Now they are training our robot in order for him to do that. And I think it's kind of cool that we can, train more and make this solution even better for our customers and obviously ourselves. I think I also should say about some failures here as well, because 800 plus intents, it's quite a big item. And then you never, understand, is it like wise to train them in everything, or you have to focus in some specific items? In this case, right before the launch, we have also done some sort of like proof of concept. So it means that we have tested the solution on our employees. And then obviously we trained it more and more and more. And when we were quite confident, then we launched it also for the customers. And when we tried it on employees, they said that, yeah, let's also add information about that and that and that. But when the reality kicked in and when we have launched it to the production, we also see that a lot of questions are just not being asked. So we have overtrained the solution. So if you would like to do it at one moment, please think, what exactly is your focus? Is it really needed to train everything, or still you would like to concentrate on the specific item and then train on the go? Because customer will always give you feedback what exactly needs to be changed. Bankers loves numbers, right? I mean, this is our thing. And a couple of numbers about the chatbot as well. So when we have started to talk about the conversational AI and the chatbot itself, we also visited Sweden. I think it was 2017, together with the Finance Association of Latvian Banks, and we visited Swedbank and SEB and a couple of more, just to understand how they use this technology. And they said to us that their best solutions can solve approximately half of all inquiries for the bank. And also this transfer to human works like, well, still the chatbot is not that smart, so approximately 30% goes to the human. So we said, okay, well, let's try it out. When we have launched the solution to the production, as you see that the number of this chatbot transfer to human was around 10 or 12%. And we were already quite happy, and obviously we didn't understood what actually is happening, like why it's so low. And then it started to drop. So actually today, it's approximately 2.5% of all of the chat goes to human. It means that everything else is being worked together from the chatbot perspective. Chatbot solves around 83% of the customer requests. Others, it's a mystery what happens to them. Actually, it's not a mystery, it's a very good basis for us to train the chatbot to be even more smarter, right? So obviously there are some questions which we don't know how to answer from the technology perspective, right? So maybe even human not in all cases can help him. But this is a good material in order for training more and more. And if we're speaking about like what exactly are the topics, no, it's obvious, right? So it's internet bank questions, because 90% of our customers are using internet bank quite frequently. And it's also this bank advisory. Bank advisory means that customers have a lot of questions, basically how to access the specific bank addresses. So if I would like to go to the branch, what exactly should I do? Where is the closest one, etc., etc. And what actually advisory means. So can I have a video meeting with you and have a bit of the discussion about my mortgage? So a lot of actually of interesting items going on there. And then the last item, and I think it's also important that, why we do it and what are the next steps. For us, what we would like to do further with the technology from the AI perspective, and especially from this virtual assistant, that we definitely would like to bring it to the authenticated environment. It means internet bank or mobile app. So the chatbot can actually answer a very direct and personal questions. So you don't have to go to the web page and read something more about it, but we can say exactly how much does the service cost. We would like to train chatbot also for our employees, because there is a lot of questions which our employees in some cases also don't know. For example, how to book a business trip, or where is my salary, or what is happening there and there. So this is one of the area. But the biggest one for us will be the voice, right? So we see that in the upcoming year, we will touch a lot of this technology. And it means that for our customers, hopefully quite soon, we will start to test this as well. Thank you very much.